Hello, hi guys. I cleaned my desk, like clean, like put stuff away and like wiped and cleaned. Let's play today. I'm so excited. Okay, so while I was cleaning, I pulled out some things that I haven't used for a while, and I'm really excited to kind of play with them. Sorry, still got some poison ivy left from the last mowing. Anyway, hi, welcome. My name's Amber if you're new, and we do all kinds of fun ephemera here and, junk journal and paper fun and all of that business. So I'm glad you're here. And if you're returning, welcome back. Happy to have you. Today, I pulled out some stamps I haven't used in a bit, and thought that what we would do in some, oh my gosh, die cuts and whatnot. So I thought we'd make a cute little, like, a little flip booklet or whatnot to put in one of our journals. It could even be used like as a greeting card or something to that effect. So starting with stark white, and got all of our different grunge stamps here all flopped together to use, and all of our browns so that we can just make a big mess. So I'm excited to do this. So I think what I want to do is we're going to go kind of light to dark, and let's grab our things here. This is our vintage. Let's start with antique linen. So a lot of times I forget that, we've got tons of new viewers. About 85% of you guys are new, and I forget to talk about what we're working on here and the stuff that we're using. So I'm going to try to do better about that. What I've got here is I've got a couple of different kinds of ink. I've got archival ink, which is permanent. I've got distress ink, which is a dye-based ink that is water reactive. So you get different effects with different ink types. These are I don't think I even brought these all in front, but these are the Tim Holtz line. They're really good quality inks. Lots of other good inks out there as well. These are my favorite. So you'll see these a lot on YouTube. So what I'm going to do, I'm using a domed foam applicator here. This helps to have a softer edge. You can also use, I've got makeup brushes, but you can buy also specific brushes for inking. So these are a couple of different tools that we can use here. So I'm going to start, we don't want stark white, we want this to look old. So I'm going to start with antique linen, and I'm just going to start laying down a little bit of color. And you'll see here with this, you don't have super harsh edges. I'll start getting rid of, just knocking some of that white back. And we're going to do lots of layers. We're going to do some stamping, lighter stamping that will go towards the background. And we're not going to move real fast. Ideally, if you have some supplies and you want to play along, that would be fabulous. So we don't move super fast, but that's okay. It's okay. It's playtime, guys. We don't need to be fast. We've got 15-minute Fridays where we do go fast. But right now we're just playing. We're having fun. So you'll see here, I've got little boogers coming off. These foam applicators I got on Temu. I have not used the Tim Holtz brand, so there's a good chance that those probably don't fall apart quite like these do, but I wanted a lot and I wanted them to be affordable, so this is what I got. Gotta make my choices, right? We don't have unlimited budgets. So I'll show you then. Let's see if we can, with the same color, the difference. You can get, it's still soft, right? But you can tend to lay down a little bit more color if you're using the brush. As you can see, there's a bit of a difference there. Now I want to put some, you can do your background stamps. Actually, let's just get our grunge on first. The background stamps you can do in any shade that you want. Lighter, obviously, is going to be more muted and look farther back in the distance. Cheers, coffee. It's Monday morning before work, so, and oh, I'm dripping coffee, but that's okay. Look at, we're just gonna make some coffee cup stains. Coffee dying as we go, right? Oh, I got more drips. Let's get them on here. Why not? Why not? That'll dry. I can hit it with the heat tool too. I probably should do that quick because we don't want to make a big mess with our, oh. We'll just dry it real quick. This paper I'm using is not watercolor paper, so it is pulling up a little bit, giving a little bit of texture. That's okay, I don't mind. All right, next, how about some of these? These, I don't know where the acetate went that these sat on, and so I just kind of keep them in a pile. They do lose their sticky because they get covered with dog hair. Those of you that don't know, I have cats and I also have huskies, so there's no shortage of hair everywhere in my life. I like to use lens cleaner when I need to get my sticky back, so I just clean those off. Just pop her on here. I still want to stay kind of light. I'm going to go with tea dye. This has a little bit of an orangey tone to it, you can see. I'm just gonna slap some of these around in various places. I don't recall, I think I got these on Temu, but I'm not 100% sure. Some of these stamps, I don't ever remember where they actually came from. We're just making messy right now. I thought I put, this is looking a little bit bare on this side. Let's add a little more. Still seems a bit white. I'm gonna toss some color on there. No rhyme or reason, just doing. All right, so we've got some tea dye on there. Next, I'm gonna add some vintage photo. And I've got two different kinds here. I've got the archival ink, the permanent, and then the distress, which is water reactive. So let's, it's kind of funny. I've never done like a direct comparison to the colors. They are a little different when you use them. There's very few that I have more than one type in a color. Let's take a look. What do we got here? All right, so here is our And you can do, if you want different intensities, do a second, do a third generation stamp. And when somebody says third generation, second, you know, it just means stamping it again without putting more ink on. So you just flop some of those on there, slap them around, and you'll see we've got different, same color, but different intensity. Now let's try our vintage photo in our permanent archival. Maybe we can go close by and see. Yep, so you can see the Distress has a slightly more red tone as compared to this guy. But I love all the browns. We've got such a variation in colors and tones, and it's just fantastic. You want to make something look dirty, we got ways, right? Dirty and old. And right now we're just going all over the place, but we're going to get more intentional as we go. We'll make some different, did I get both sides? I did. And here, yeah. All right, let's do, what do we want to do? Let's do some splatters. And let's go, I honestly can't recall if Walnut Stain or Ground Espresso is darker, but I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Let's see what we got here. Maybe we'll go, we should get a little bit more ink on here. That's a nice dark splotch. Somebody spilled something. Get these quite a mess. We might even pull out something else. We might even pull out some sprays or something. We are making a mess. Let's go now with these smaller splatters. Oh, I got an itch. Clearly I forget where I've gone, where I've been, kind of the story of my life. I forget a lot of stuff. I'm always lost. All right, let's toss in a couple of full coffee stains. This stamp has got the coolest little, this little, I don't know what you even want to call it. Something. It's got a something, and I like it. Let's go more maybe towards this here. All right, now let's add some of the darker. So we've got some of our stamps there. We've got some of our grungy stamps, but now I want to go in and I want to add some darker spots. And it doesn't have to be any sort of perfect. We just want more interest here. This poor paper's been through the ringer, man. Somebody needs to be a little bit better at taking care of their paper, clearly. All right, I'm gonna swap over to this. And when we're just about done, we're going to do the edges. If you happen to have sprays, that's another thing that you can put on here. I'm gonna make that real dirty right there. This guy's way too white. We're just gonna go lots. Okay, now we're going in for our favorite, Scorched Timber. This is the newest color. It is a super dark brown, and I love it for my edges. It really gives a nice frame for what we're doing. Vintage Photo is probably if you're gonna get one color to start, Vintage Photo is the one to start with, because that is a beautiful brown. Very, if I had to give it kind of like it's sepia. It's a very sepia tone. Now, a lot of this we're going to cover up. That's okay. If you like to plan ahead a little more and kind of decide your layout first, that's totally fine. You can totally do that, and then kind of put your grunge in a certain spot where you know it will be seen. That's an okay way to do it too. One of the nice things about paper crafting is there's very few rules, right? Let's see, what would some of the actual rules be? I better get some coffee. Thank you. Rules. If you are going to put a wet medium over the top, watercolor, a matte medium to like seal it in, that is water-based and is wet. If you're going to be putting that on, any of the distress, either inks or oxides, they will move. So if you want whatever you stamp to be there and be permanent and not move if it happens to get wet, you're going to definitely want to, I'm gonna clean this off a little bit because I want lighter color. You're gonna want to use a permanent ink. I've got a lot of darks on here, and I'm hoping to put this on, I had to put a shot of this too. You're going to want to put it on with something, a permanent ink. I think, let's see what we can get with antique linen. This may or may not show up well. We're just going to give it a shot. We'll try. If it doesn't, we'll do it in a darker color. And like I said, there's some dark left. Yeah, you can still see that. I like that it's subtle. Let me see if I can get it up close enough and still have good light. Yeah, you can see that there. I moved my lighting around a little bit, so hopefully we're still seeing just fine. Let's put another one here. Did I just put that upside down? I put them both upside down. Guys, seriously. Okay, so I guess, well, one, it doesn't matter. But if you care, guess what? We haven't put it together, so there you go. So that goes on that side. Why do I... It's even got numbers and letters. I should be able to easily see. It doesn't have to be straight either. Sideways. Here we go. And then I did another straight one, but that's okay. Let's go sideways with both of these. Second generation stamp with this light color doesn't work so great. But there, it's in the background. You just see that there's something back there. You can just tell there's something there. What else might we want to put? How about a touch of ledger, but maybe a little, let's see, I'm gonna get a larger. This is a long skinny, so we're gonna go, nope, go on the side with the grid. So since we've got lines, we do want them to be at least partially straight. Let's go in with, I'm gonna go vintage on this guy. I'm gonna do a quick check to see how dark it is. I think I'm gonna do second generation for this because I don't want it quite so dark. So to do that, let's get on our, let's go here, and now we'll put it in. There, not quite as dark as, just get a little of that ink off. And how about if we go to the side here and maybe one up top. I am all over the place. There. So you'll see we just got some subtle things going on in the background. Maybe this one we do a little darker. And this one we're gonna go lighter. Okay. And, oops, let's again get the majority of it off, and we're gonna go right there. Okay. We don't have to go super crazy. Which one do I want for that? Let's start deciding what we might want for the front. I like all of this. So let's make this our front. We're going to be attaching them. So we're going to put it like that. And then what do we want for our back? How about like that? Let's go like this. Okay, I'm going to use a washi. Well, do we want washi or do we want paper? I have this scrap here. We could use this. This is just, I can't remember what I did. Oh, I know. I was spraying spray stains or putting inks on linen, and that's what that is. So maybe we'll put this on the inside. Let's just rip us off a piece, roughly that big. And how wide do we want it? Maybe that wide? We want it to go on both sides, so let's just, let me grab a ruler here to do some ripping. Oops, I'll go like this so it's dark. Another trick for ripping straight lines, but you don't want a super exact edge. Ruler works wonders. All right, does it matter which side we put up? I kind of like this with a little bit of a rip. So let's fold it back on itself this way. And let's glue this fella down. Now this is not heavy paper, So I'm going to use my glue stick. And I've got, excuse me, let me move a little bit. You see how quickly our desk gets so messy. That is the sign of good fun. I've got this book here to use as a glue book. Super helpful. I wouldn't use your most favoritist books or your books that don't have a lot of papers. This is an old medical encyclopedia that I found at a thrift store. And there's so many pages in here. There's no way I'm ever going to use all of them. So it makes a lovely glue book. And what that allows is it lets me get really good coverage with my glue stick, and not have to be patient, because I don't like to be patient. What am I doing? I can't even, oh gosh, now I don't remember what. Oh well, we're fine. I don't know why I'm making this harder than it needs to be. I'm just gonna line that up, and we're gonna push it down. All right, there we go, the start of our booklet. I'm gonna pull these out. Finishing my thought. Glue book. You don't have to be patient, because glue, sticky, it actually dries really fast, but if you don't want to wait, you flop it back over. Ooh, this is kind of a creepy picture. We might want to save that one. Look at that. I love the weirdness. If you're new, I like weird stuff. So like pretty stuff and vintage stuff, and I like lots of stuff. So we do kind of quite a difference, a variation of styles and whatnot here. All right, should we see if we got a piece of linen that we want to put on the outside? Let me, oh, where are you? Let's see if we've got any that are particularly dirty looking and brown, and or here, let's try this. This has been something that I've been wanting to try. Here's a piece that's not particularly brown, and I just get this stuff at thrift stores, and then cheap stuff. Oh, I don't have enough to grab a hold. Oops. And pull. Tablecloths, oops. Tablecloths, or what else? Why can't I think, guys? Napkins, in the linen section of your thrift store. Oh, that's got a little bit of stitching on it. Oh well, we'll leave it, it's fine. Let's just fray that up just a touch. And what I've been wanting to try, do you suppose that we might be able to stamp on here? Let's see what we think would look really cool. Let's see. Let's pull out some of these and see if we can maybe make a little spine reinforcement and stamp on it, so it will be cool. Cool. What do we want on there? I'm gonna turn it over, and then I'm gonna lose a bunch because they're gonna all fall off because I didn't do a good job of cleaning these. All right, let's see. I wonder, that might be a little small. let's just try this one. It's not glued down, so if we make a mess, so what? We'll just use a different piece. I want to see if we can stamp that onto our fabric. Now this has really fine detail. This is probably the worst possible first try, but we're gonna do it anyway because we just like to do bad ideas. Let's see, decent. Okay, I'm using archival. I don't know if those words are going to show up or not. No, they certainly will not. But that's okay. You know, we can remedy this, and we can remedy it by, let's try something slightly less intricate, and let's go in with something darker. We will go in with black, and let's see if that will show up. It surely does. How cool! Why'd I go over Postmaster? It's like the one piece that you could see. Well, 'tis what it is, right? Let's add this number. Cool. Oh my gosh. This is gonna, do you know how many fun things we're gonna be able to do with this? Do we want a hand? No. How about a department number? Here's where our telephone is for. Do we want some dates? That would look cool. Let's put some, do we want these, or do we want numbers? No, we're gonna do dates. Let's make sure we're doing these the right way up. There. That's gonna be cool, guys. And then we probably just want a little something maybe on the back. Let's put some stars on there because that's fun. There. Shall we do a few along the back? Just 'cause we can. And what else? What else do we want on there? I could probably put these in front so that you can see what we're looking at. Whoa. These clearly need to be cleaned. Factory. Workroom number, maybe? And how about this one? This is original. Okay. Let's wipe this off so we don't get a big smear. This is gonna bleed a little. I'm okay with that. Totally okay with that. So cool. We are in such trouble at this point because we're going to be doing so much of this because it's super fun. Excuse me. This ink is VersaFine Clair. It's the only color I have of this. I just started using it a bit ago. I needed a new black, and so a lot of people love the, let's see here, the crisp of this particular ink. It stamps really, really well, so I thought I'd give it a try. And it is permanent, and so far, man, I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. Yeah, what's it say? Pigment ink for fine details. It really is turning. I'm immensely enjoying this. Okay, let's get these out of the way. Just went through and rearranged and matched up all of my different stamps with where they belong. And of course now we're making a giant mess of them again, but who really cares? Not me. All right, so we're gonna just slap that down right about on the middle. So what I'm gonna use for this, glue stick's not gonna cut it. We want something heftier, and this art glitter glue, phenomenal. So it's not glittery, that's the name of the company. This stuff dries fast. It will hold just about anything. I haven't found anything yet that it won't hold. I've used it to glue metal. Funny story, my mom bought some and my dad needed to fix, what was he fixing? I kind of like this one better. No, let's go with what we were planning. He had to fix a cracked, oh, why can't I think? Headlight cover. He used the art glitter glue and it was perfect. Snapped that right where it belonged, and man, it didn't go nowhere. I'm gonna pull that off, and I'm gonna leave the edge a little bit. I mean, you could go all the way to the edge if you didn't want any of that hanging, but I think it looks kind of cool, so I'm not gonna go all the way to the edge. How fun, right? Ooh. Maybe I wish I would have put that on the front because I do like that, but anyway, that's okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now, oh my God. Okay, let's get this guy in there. It comes with these, this little tiny applicator tip that screws onto the top. Fabulous. And a pin. But it's a pretty, you'll see this all over YouTube. You take an earring back and you put it on your pin, and then you put some cool fun beads and whatnot, and then you don't lose your pin on your desk. So that's what that is all about. All right, now we could even just leave this as a writing journal spot. So we'll see what we're gonna do with that. Not real sure yet, but let's pull out some of these ephemera pieces and see if there's anything here we want to use. I'm not sure the style yet that we're going to go with, so let's take a look. We've got some metallic looking ones. These are kind of, these are cool vintagey pieces. Let's see, what was this set? I want to say, got these at Hobby Lobby, I think. I think these are Paper Studio. I probably should have kept the little bag, but I'm really bad at doing that. I just want to get stuff in a pile or in a container. I think they're Paper Studio. The pens are cool. I kind of like this architecture feeling going on. I haven't ever used, let's go with that. So do we want any other little ones out of here? Top hat. Oh, isn't that cute? Look at the little bottle of perfume. Maybe we'll find something metal in here. Let's just do a little bit of digging. It's okay to take time to pick exactly what you want. I need to remember that this is in here, because how cute would that be with a little sentiment stamped on it? I don't think we need that. That might be pretty. Little telephone. I don't know. Okay. let's go with that for now. Let's just try to get these back in here. This little container, where did I get? Oh, this was a super lucky find at a local Ollie's. But anyway, so great for ephemera. If you can get the, they're just photo containers, and they usually come in a set in like a larger box. I just have them out and stacked on the sides so that I can get to them when I want to. Super handy for organizing different ephemera pieces, die cuts. All right, let's look at our metal bits. We've got some locks, frames, keys. A key would make sense, wouldn't it, with architecture? Maybe we'll go with the key. This guy's very cool, but also very delicate. We could use him so he doesn't get broken. But, oh, it's a little ticket stamp that snuck in. Ooh, I feel like we need that. The hinge might be cool too. All right, so let's just not get too crazy here. Let's keep a couple of things out. I also like this. Control yourself, rein it in. Oh my gosh. Rein it in, pick it up, pay attention. All of those things. Except for that, because that's cool. All right. I am the worst at that. And this is a set of Tim Holtz snippets. We got see, I mixed stuff together. We got field notes mixed in here. This would make sense, right? We got field notes. It's for travel. We aren't going to the circus today. There might not really be any in here that we absolutely want to use. I really like these, and I need to find a place to use them. Could use them here because we said. All right, let's just get those in. Or out, I guess. Let's pick some things. My stomach's making all kinds of funny noises. Let's find a few things that we think. And we don't have to put everything on the front. We've got an inside too. I do think this is really cool. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. And we probably need a couple of little labels or something sticking out the back. Now, where did I put? I cleaned and now I don't know where my labels are. My pre-stamped, ready to use labels. Maybe in here? Did I put them all in here? These are the thicker labels that we've done. And washi labels. Thinking more. All right, well, here's what we can, oh, there they are. I see it, I see them. Oh, come on, come out. My little drawer is stuck. Maybe it's not supposed to come out. All right, guess I'm grabbing a handful. This is how my desk becomes such a mess. Just saying. My dogs are out there making a bunch of noise. All right, here's some little labels. These are just ones that we've stamped along the way. So let's just pull some of those down. Oh, how about a little red? I'll toss a little red on there. And we could put a little green too. Yep, that's what we're doing because we grabbed them and that's what we're doing. Okay. I don't know how that little bug got out. We got a dragonfly. ink up these edges. We don't have to ink a ton. We don't have to cover everything, but you'll see that there's a white core on this paper, and we don't want that to show. You could ink more too. You could rough these up as much as you wanted. Either, whatever you want to do is okay, but I definitely don't want that white paper core showing. Got that guy. Here, I'm gonna do it like this. Because it's got so many delicate pieces, I'm just gonna set it down and do it flat. And I'm just coming in from the outside, and so that's going to be getting just a touch on those edges. Same here, little claim check stamp thing that we've done. All right, let's get these guys down. Now, I know I want this to be there. Do we want this peeking out the back? Yeah, let's do that. I want this on the front. So let's put this guy down first. Because the art glitter glue is pretty wet, you don't necessarily, it's not exactly the best to use on really thin paper, but this is cardstock, so we are all good. If you do want to use it on thin paper, you can spread it out. Spread it out so you don't have your lines that are going to show through. You can get spreading tools if you don't mind getting your fingers dirty. You just, as such, like so. All right. Fun little project we got going on here. I'm having a great time. Hope you guys are having a great time too. Right. I think I want this on top. And I want this on top. Now, do we want it tucked under? Well, I got it dirty. Doesn't matter. Good thing we're doing grunge. One thing about getting your fingers dirty is you're going to get your stuff dirty. I don't... let's just put it on. With this art glitter glue, it grabs so quickly. You got about not even a second of move time. So decide where you want it, because you're gonna have very little play time to move it around. There, see, we can, because I put a thickish coat on there, I've got a little bit of wiggle room, but not a lot by any stretch. Do we want something underneath this? No. I was thinking we could put like a piece of, where's our other, no, I ripped that linen off. Where'd it go? I probably threw it somewhere. I have no idea. Paper. That blends in. The linen would have been okay to put a little, but you know what? It's an idea. Let's see if I did. I put it back. Okay. There's a little bit of, that might be, because it's so wide, that might be too much. You could put lace behind it, or you could just put it down like we're gonna do. Get closer to the edge on that. I didn't get very close. Scoochy, scoochy, scooch. All right. I don't want to completely cover up our coffee stain there because I think it's pretty cool. All right, so there's that. Now this delicate little guy. I've got tweezers, I could use those, or I could just hold on to it. Tweezers are another good tool you're gonna like, especially if you do stickers, clear stickers. The transparent stickers, my fingers are always dirty. I don't mind them being dirty, and so I'm always making a big mess. And if I try to take the back off of a transparent sticker with my fingers, it will be a disaster. See how cute. And look at, we're gonna add a little tab. I found these at the thrift store, so we're gonna definitely play with these on Thrifty Thursday. But how cute are these little guys? What if we put a little tab on there and we put a little stamp on it? Yes, I say yes. Let's go darker. I'm gonna ink that up. And it's got the 3 stars, which is super cool because we've got stars on our thing there. All right, what stamp are we going to put on here? Let's just pick a number that's going to fit. This one. It's a tiny number, but that's okay. Uh-oh, I didn't close my glue. We gotta do that. We definitely gotta close our glue. And let's go ahead and stamp in black. This is gonna be super cute. Right there. Oh, well, I squashed it out. Something to be careful too with these, I'll show you the difference. With these silicone stamps, if you squash down, it's going to squash. So you got to be a little careful with your with the pressure, the amount of pressure that you put on there. All right, so we're gonna let that, it's pretty juicy, so we're gonna let that dry for a second, and in the meantime we are going to put down some numbers because we love numbers. We need a couple of decent sized number stamps. I should not be limiting myself to just what we already got out. Let me grab my field notes quickly. All right, so this is the legit Tim Holtz field notes set. I've got some duplicates, and they're nice for having variation. I will say that the duplicates that you get are not the same level of quality at all, but if you're not new, you know, we've discussed at length the both sides of buying duplicates based on doing what you can afford. So we don't need to go back into that, but what we are going to do is we're going to stamp. We're going to stamp. These are I love these things. They are super good. I don't think we want to go all the way black though. Let's see what we think of, what am I even using? Ground espresso. That's not dark enough. Okay, how about scorched? Let's give this a shot. I want dark, but not, that's better. Okay, so we got a couple of those, and here, we'll go with this guy. this is the color that I want. And we're gonna go here. And what other number do we want? Slightly smaller. Let's go with this one. Now, if you want it to look like it's going off the page, you can simply, where is a piece of here? Cover where you don't want it to stamp. And go like that. There you go. Now we don't have it on there, but you can still see it. What about teeny? Do we have teeny? We don't, here. Oh my God, have I not? Oh yeah, I have. I'm like, is there one on here I haven't used? Not possible. Correct, it's not possible. We're gonna put this little guy up here at the top. Well, all right, we're still gonna do it even though I love it. Love it. Now, we got the back. We still have the inside to do, guys. We're gonna make it pretty straightforward on the inside. We're going to decorate one side and we're gonna put a little notepad in here. That's what I think we should do. We'll put this on when we're done. It's gonna go, you know, right around here somewhere or up there. It's okay if we cover our number. No big deal. We could even put it on the top. Okay to cover the number. Now, shall we use this as just a little tuck spot? I think we can. Let's ink up the edges. Got a lot of stuff sitting in my way. All right. Let's ink the edges. Let's get this out of the way because we really don't need any behind us right now. That we want to keep. Let's ink the edges of our cigar box, and we're going to just we're going to make it into a little side tuck. So we're going to glue. Let's make sure it's the way we want. I almost put it in upside down. I don't want it in upside down. We're going to just, oops. Go. You're just going to stick this right there. Right there. And we could even, oh, it's a little crooked. Oh. Tiniest bit of wiggle. Yeah, okay. Whew. We still got a little bit of a poof there. But that's all right. We're gonna stick something inside of it anyway. How about something just simple and cute in a spot to, let's see if this little guy will fit in there. Where'd our little, does he fit? He does. Look, there we go. Now we have a little something tucked in. You can write on it, and it goes. Ta-da! Okay. There's that. What about another piece of ephemera if somebody wants to add? Let's see. We don't need I don't think we need that. I don't think we need to make it, I'm making it too much, too complicated. Stop it. All right, now, I think what would be super cool on this side is if we used part of this as the top of our notebook. So let's do this. Or we could do a notebook that opens to the side, but I like the top loading ones. So let's cut this guy off right at 7.5 inches. Let's do a little corner rounding. We're going to use the little tiny one, and we'll have to do all 4 corners so they match. Can't see. I cannot see. Okay. Keep leaving my glue open. That's not good. Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah, inking. I forgot. Again, like I said, I do that. I forget things. I forget things. Okay, now let's grab, let's see. Let's grab some scrappy bits. Is that a, oh, look at, those will work. Can use some of these. Awesome. Couple pages of this maybe. Yep, good size, good length. So let's grab a couple of these. Maybe not a lot there that can be written on. So we'll just go with this. Let's do a couple of coffee stained papers. This we can rip with this. And what is our height that we want? No more than that. So let's go here. And top loading, we don't need that there. So let's rip that, and we're gonna come up with some really cool little bits of paper for writing on. Do we have any other scraps in here that we might want to use? What we got here that would work. Pizza. I don't know when else I might use that, so let's shorten this guy up a little bit. That's not even straight. This happens to have some texture to it that helps keeping it straight. I really like this paper. Let's go there. And we could even do a shorter one. We could even just make it interesting by, let's rip a couple of, this is too white. Am I complete? That's completely dry. Where's my other one? All right. Too white. We need to scuff this guy up a little bit. He needs to be a little bit more dirty. Okay, so there, see, we've got some interest now. Do any number of things too, but we want them all to attach. So let's make sure we've got them all here. And then keep moving them because that's helpful. And I'm just going to staple this guy. Is this the one with, yeah. I guess it doesn't matter if it's colored staples or not because we're going to cover them up. It is the colored staples. Whoop. All right. And then we're just going to plop this guy right in here. Make sure he closes good. He does. Oh, he's stuck. Come off. Come off. All right. Now I'm going to glue this down good. Especially around those staples. Now, if you happen to want to put like some hardware, like maybe you want to put some eyelets or something like that on it, I would not use the staples. Or make sure that you're doing your eyelets clear to the edge, because you don't want to disrupt your ruin. You don't want to kill your crocodile. We all know those are not cheap. So let's glue this guy on the top. And we made kind of a thick notebook here, so if it doesn't touch all the way on the edge, that's okay. It is okay if it hangs off a little. And then maybe, just for fun, we want to stick a little something on here. Just 'cause, right? Perhaps. Why not? We can do what we want. All right, let's again do, and then I think we're gonna call it done for the day. I think that is a finished project. So we're gonna do again, because the delicate nature of these, you could do it on the other side too if you wanted. I just want to make sure that I really get those corners. Oops, I almost broke his head off. But see, you could just go right in. Doesn't hurt anything. Just go right in. This one's not delicate. This one we can just go to town on, right? But it's pretty. All right, so these are the ones that we're going to use, and we're going to put this right here. We're going to put this down here. Make sure I can still see that. Some issues with that glue right there. All right, now I think we need one last little bit of detail, and we need to have a handful of little stamps, because we love numbers and we like to add more stuff and more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. And where did I just push the whole little, oh, there they are. Okay. You can at least find them kind of fast when they're all, your desk is pretty clean. I think we need right here, we need some stars. Stars there, just because they're cool. And maybe we even want one peeking right here in the corner. And this guy should be right here, because this is an original. And I squashed it too much. But whatever. And how about right there? Little tap, much better. See? All good. Okay. Let's see. Let's scooch all our business out of the way, and let's take a quick look. Oh, we forgot this guy. We can't forget our tab. See? We just Don't get in a hurry. And you know what? Now that I got this on, I wish I would have. Come on, glue. What is your deal? Oh, I had a booger in it. I could have. Do we want it here? I probably should have decided that before. Some days, guys. Some days. All right, let's put it here. What I was going to say is that I kind of would have liked to round those edges, around the corners, but that's okay. We're just going to hold that closed for a second. It'll grip quick. All right, now here's what we got going on. We got our little tuck spot for extra journal space and our fun little notebook for some additional writing space. Not too shabby for hanging out for a little over an hour before work, right? Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed our time together. Please do like, share, subscribe. It helps us out. Leave me a note. What do you like? What do you want me to change? Always open to good criticism so we can make our channel better. So, thanks so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.